Do you see? You don't see Forex? So what do you guys see on the screen? Hold on. Hold on. Can you see it now? All right. There we go. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, iPhone. Thank you, Stuart, Ronaldo. All right. So today, December 8th, obviously, I don't know, depending where you guys live. Some people might be from Europe, so it's 9th. But we don't have any news as of tonight. Tomorrow, only thing, maybe slight concern for Australian dollar, but actually not really a concern. It is a red folder because their governor speaks, but it's at 5:05 p.m. So this is in Eastern time, which really doesn't matter because that is the time we don't trade anyway. So for all the new members that are tuning in, or the ones that been on and missed the webinars that we talked about the no trade between 5 p.m. and usually 7 p.m. or first 2 hours of the new daily open, especially between 5 and 6 p.m. Eastern time. It's because there is no liquidity provider, meaning all world banks are closed during that hour, right? So that is when your broker can really do some funny stuff, especially if it's not regulated. What I mean by doing some funny stuff is because, like I said, there's no liquidity provider. There can be some slippage, and you can end up in, some huge drawdowns, having your stop loss hit if it's too close because the spread really increases during that time, and broker will not be able to really give you anything back or be held liable because there is no liquidity provider. So it's kind of legal theft on their side, to just make it as simple as as and understandable. Yeah, 5 to 6. Yeah, first hour of new daily. I do recommend not trading first 2 hours because during the second hour, the spread is still calming down on some pairs. I know like GA and GN, which are my top pairs and like my favorite ones. One of the favorite ones. I usually don't look at them at all. Between 5 and 7 p.m. Eastern time, or 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or if you are in Europe, that would be 11 p.m. to 1 a.m., right? So just keep that in mind. Try to avoid trading between those hours. And usually there's really no setups at all at that time. So really no reason for you to be, being eager to, just trade for duration of that period. Anyway, that was Monday. For the Tuesday, actually nothing really concerning Tuesday either. We have some euro red folder, but it's mainly related to the German economic sentiment, so not really something I'm concerned with. Let's check Wednesday. All right, so Wednesday we do have something to keep in mind. We do have, a bunch of USD, economic reports. So for those of you who don't know, like what CPI means, it's a consumer price index. So it's like definitely, I don't know, if not top 3, top 5 economic reports that really, bring volatility, can bring volatility in Forex market, because it is very essential, economic report, and, does the role in overall GDP of the country. So if you trade Wednesday around this time, like pre-New York, just keep that in mind, to not be faked out. All right. I mean, you can do some research, and maybe you want to take advantage of this news trade. If you have any questions, definitely interrupt me, type or unmute yourself and ask. So whatever, I'm
Hello?
okay to be interrupted. Hey, how's it going?
Great, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. What's going on?
Man, I just wanted I just wanted to double check. When there's bad news on the USD, that affects all pairs. Like, so like we won't be getting good charts like to buy and sell. Like when there's bad news, is it better to sell or better to not trade at all?
Well, so this is the thing. So let's look at the CPI. That's a great question. So you can always access. All right, let me go back. So you see this like under the details section. So this kind of yellow like a file folder looks like a folder more. So if you click on that, you see it says open detail, and it can show you the last 5 months reports. So you can kind of use that as a relevant information and to see what it would be. So the last month was 0.4, and now they are forecasting 0.2. So they are forecasting lower than it was. So if we are to trust this like a forecast, which you don't really want to trust it, you want to try to do your own research, gather more data, because this can be set up and then it comes out 0.6 and the dollar will be bullish, right? And then
Okay.
yeah, then usually you would look to buy USD against other pairs or sell other pairs against USD, right? Because it will probably boost if it comes out zero point 0.6. This is just we are making a scenario just so we can answer your question and for you to understand a
Exactly.
little bit
Exactly.
better.
So if it's 0.6, we're looking to buy USD over pairs, other pairs.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely,
Okay. Okay.
absolutely.
Man.
Yeah, but the thing is, so when this happens at 8:30 sharp, by 8:30, like third, fourth, fifth second, this will already start having impact in the market, right? So if you are not sure what that would be, you don't wanna chase it. You know what I mean? So you wanna kind of be prepared. So
Exactly.
right now it's Sunday, right? So you kind of have 48 about 70 hours to prepare for this. So if you have some free time and you are really interested to take advantage of this particular time of the week when this CPI comes out, you want to start researching, okay, CPI, what it is, how does that affect what other components add up to the CPI, because CPI is not just like whatever some economists will come out from the Department of Economical Statistics, and they will just like, okay, this is the number. It's not randomly generated. It's some of the many things that will determine what that would be, right? It's not just like one person will say, okay, let's make it zero point 0.6.
Right.
So that's the thing. If you are not sure about it and you don't know, you don't want to gamble, because that would be like literally gambling. Okay, let me just sell and see if it's gonna be weak, right? Because if it comes out zero point 0.2, it's probably gonna either have no impact or will be bearish. But if it's comes out higher than forecasted, then yeah, the dollar would be bullish for the duration of this time until we get to the what is it 2 p.m. and FOMC, right? So this will be interesting. Like this will be fun right here. Even though it's 2 p.m., usually you don't see much movement because it's kind of ending of New York, unless you have FOMC week, right? Which you see 4 red folders here. So the dollar will move on Wednesday. It will move nicely, right?
Right.
So it's on us to try to do some research and see how we can take advantage of that. So hopefully that answers. Let's see. Will FOMC affect the USD? Absolutely, Rinaldo. Absolutely. Especially if they change the funds rate. Especially if they do that, right? Because if you see in the past, it's been kept. Well, it was 250. It was kept at 250. Then they start cutting it. Last 3 were cuts, right? So what I'm expecting here, I'm not expecting another cut, right? I'm not expecting four months in a row for this to be cut, which means that if they don't cut it, if it remains same, dollar will be strong, right? So unless they cut it to 1.5%, the dollar will be strong. Okay, so it will be kind of odd for this to be, well, 1, 2, 3, yeah, four time in a row cut, right? I mean, eventually they will be forced, I believe, to reduce it to 150, but I don't think they're gonna do that now. Last quarter, and last month of the year. So that's my opinion as of right now. Until I can start doing some research, especially tomorrow, because tomorrow I really don't have any obligation besides spotting the trades and doing some research, getting better prepared for the week. So the FOMC will definitely affect USD. So yeah, Wednesday we do mainly USD. CNI, for those who don't know, this is Chinese national currency, right? I mean, 95% of the brokers that I have used, interacted with, they do not offer this currency to be traded. So it really doesn't concern us. I don't know, depending if we have some people from like East, like Asia, Japan, Korea, they may have know of the broker that does offer this currency, but it's really not that traded, right? So that does not really concern us. Right, let's see. Thursday. Right, Thursday we have Swiss news, monetary policy. So there's 30 minutes after London opening. So could be some moves on CHF. Then they have press conference 30 minutes after that. But this is what I'm looking forward to: GBP parliamentary elections. Oh, I just said CNI is the Chinese national currency. It's Chinese national currency. Yep. I'm not sure. We can research right now. I'm not sure exactly how is it called. CNI currency. So it's Chinese yuan. So Chinese yuan, Ronaldo, right here. Okay. So anyway, back to the Thursday. I'm definitely looking forward to this because GBPs are my favorite to trade due to many things, mainly volatility. While some pairs move like 100 pips in a range for the entire week, GBP can move 200 pips throughout the London session, right? So it's not even close as far as the volatility. So um, I'm not sure how this will turn out. It will be something that I will try to read on every day as it's approaching. But that will really make a. I'm pretty sure that whatever impact, whatever the decision comes out, the GBP will move like at least 300 pips in one direction. So, but it's all day thing, right? So it's really something we should be cautious about if we trade GBP on Thursday, because you are not sure like how early, if they gonna go on BBC and give some hints. So any news that really will coming out, like with the updates, will have chance to really move the market. So you can see spikes of 100 pips up and down. Anything is possible, right? So really something to be cautious about. And then 7:45 we have euro refinancing rate, again monetary policy statement, and ECB press conference. All right, wow, Thursday is gonna be fun in Europe. So ECB press conference, those who don't know what ECB stands for, is European Central Bank, right? So depending what they're gonna discuss, announce, say, this can make euro move a lot, right? So anything, Euro USD, Euro AUD, Euro NZD. So we really have to be, extra careful with Euro and GBP on Thursday, because it will move. And then we have CAD. It's governor's speech, so I don't trade CAD a lot anyway, so not really worried about that. But yeah, GBP and Euro, Thursday will be interesting. And then Friday, yeah, we have some core retail sales. So I honestly believe the Friday and this report will make dollar bullish, simply because I mean, for those who might not know, or I mean, I'm gonna assume that everybody is aware. Like, we had Thanksgiving, we had Black Friday, so this report will be for, you know, all the sales that were accumulated, and also one indicator is the last 3 months was negative, right? Or meaning it was less than forecasted. So I'm definitely looking for, you know, the swing to the bullish side. As you see, the forecast is higher than in both of them. So I believe this will, you know, make dollar bullish on Friday. All right, so that's as far as the news. Now we can go back to charts. Let's see. Let's remove all drawings and let's get into it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. All right, weekly. Let's see our zone. All right, that's a high resistance. Beautiful. All right, so let's see some relevant support here. All right, well, looks like dollar might be heading to 1400. This is really support here. That's choppy, maybe on a daily, but on the weekly, this is really support here. What the best time to trade oil? I would say crossover from Euro to New York and New York session. Christian. Those are the times I have traded oil, and I have been pretty successful. Obviously, you don't want to trade oil right now. I mean, not that you don't wanna, but I don't think it moves nowhere near as, you know, uh, like in the morning U.S. time. And another thing to keep in mind, like whatever pairs you are trying to trade, and keep the track, right? Keep you know, you can. I mean, you don't have to buy trade log, but you can. They're really not expensive. I think it's worth the investment from numerous reasons. Number one, you obviously, as the name itself, you know, points out, you're gonna keep track of your trades. Sorry, so you're gonna track your trades, right? And you're gonna see, okay, I'm really successful with Euro NZD, right? So let me go back and see the trades I took in Euro NZD. So how I was able to be more profitable on Euro NZD than GBP USD, right? And this will help you to narrow down to your most successful pairs, right? Because you don't need to really trade like all 40 pairs. I believe it's in Forex, right? So like I used to say that before, but like if you focus on a smaller pool, you're gonna be better. You're gonna learn their behavior. You will notice when they move the most, and you will be, you know, able to take advantage of them more frequently and more precisely than just like, all right, let me see, maybe in Asian I'm gonna try maybe through Euro session, you know. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Okay, let's go on a daily. See what do we got here. Yeah, I'm gonna add this daily support. Just
Does gold go up mostly?
sorry, what's that?
Does gold usually go up, or like is it always in an uptrend?
It's not always in an uptrend, but it has been in an uptrend for the most part of this year, right? So that's why you have to like you know your, you know, overall trend, which I look on the weekly mainly. If the weekly is not so relevant, then on the daily, you don't want to be determining trend on 30 minutes, right? because anything below 2 hour, like any trend or support resistance that is on a lower time frame than 2 hours, it's not so relevant. Why? Because the market makers make a lot of like a small moves up and down to confuse traders, right? You want to
Exactly.
have
Yeah.
like a clear picture of, okay, so I'm looking here on the daily. Obviously the gold is still in uptrend, right? Because you see the swing.
Yes.
Yeah, this might be like a, let's say correction, but look at it, the more you zoom out, like you see it's uptrend. This is just a retrace. We can, measure it, retrace with the fibs, but then, kind of sideways, little push up, retrace, but then you see it's still overall bullish trend. But that's why we do this. We identify our weekly trading range, and right now it's in this look like it's gonna continue down. But we have to, obviously, before we just jump into the trade, we gotta see some confirmation. Is it gonna back up and retest 1480 again, or is gonna break 1453 and go to 1425 and then 1400, right? So
Right.
you don't just trade off of guessing. You trade off of what price is telling you that it wants to do. So
Do you
anyway,
sorry, do you usually use your Fibonacci retracement on the daily or weekly?
Fibonacci can be used on any time frame, but I
Oh,
use fibs on mainly on 4 hour and 1 hour, sometimes on 15 minutes. So if I know, okay, this is gonna continue up or down, I'm just going on a lower time frame, and I'm looking for to see where the retrace is going to end, so that I can have more precise entry. But fibs can be used on any time frame. So
thank
that
you.
was a good question. All right, so let's see. Obviously, gold fell down. You see here how it broke. This was a previous strong support at 1480. It broke, came down, slowly made its way to retest, came back down again, retested again, held, price held under 1480, verifying it as a strong resistance now. And now what we would mainly look for is the break of this right here. So we would
Yes,
look,
I was gonna call that support.
yeah, so we're gonna look for this is the most relevant support. And if we get the break of this, we will definitely head down to 1425, and this trade in itself is 260 pips. So would you like to be a little bit patient and catch for 260 pips on one trade? I know I am. Or maybe wait for this to retest and reject again this supply zone, and then head back up, and I'm gonna catch 290 pips. I'm happy either way. But right now there's nothing to enter here. Some people will look at this, oh man, look at those bearish candles like this, just
And
sell
they'll
it, sell it.
sell.
But why would you sell when this current candle is indecision candle? Look at it. So indecision candle, especially 4 hour, you don't want to enter. So indecision candle is when you have body in the middle and you have equal wicks on both sides. So yeah, it maybe looks bullish, but there's no enough volatility, not enough bullish pressure in this candle to tell you, oh yeah, let's just buy now, and let's go retest this resistance. No, that's not what you do. Like, you are guessing that will happen. The price is not telling you that will happen. Just because this bearish momentum has slowed down a little bit, it's smarter to do something like this. Not that. That's we're gonna delete. We need fibs. So it's smarter to do something like this, right? So we know this is where this push has ended as of right now, right? So let's see, maybe we're gonna get pullback to 38.2, or maybe 50, or maybe 61.8. Anywhere in this area, if it happens that we are starting to get some retrace, we're targeting 61.8 right here. So 1444. at least 1452. So let's say it goes to 50, that's 1469. That would be 170 pips first TP. I like that. I don't know about you. So you just have to be a little bit patient and, practice more, and you will be able to benefit from that. But anyway, yeah, gold, nothing like, I mean, it doesn't make sense to do anything with it. I would just wait, see if we start to get some retrace, then we can measure where the retrace ends, possibly enter another sell. Or if it goes to this support, let's see if it respects, and then, we get some bullish pressure so we can take advantage, or we get a breakout and retest to confirm, and we can continue selling this to the downside. So it's really not hard. It's just that a lot of people complicate it. So yeah, my opinion as of right now, I am bearish on gold for this week. I do expect strong dollar this week as well, so that will additionally push gold to the downside, and just have to be patient and wait for a good entry. Question, like USD and CNI, isn't gold heavily manipulated? No, Gus. Gold is actually one of my favorite pairs as well. The thing is, for the last 3-4 months, gold has been impacted a lot by the news. Obviously, as dollar gained and lost strength, that also drives the gold, right? Because if you cannot predict something like President Trump's tweets, right? He wakes up and he was like, oh, I didn't get a call from Chinese president, they're trying to delay this, let me just tweet, this is not going to end well. And obviously that leads a lot of investors into thinking, well, they are delaying again, let's just buy gold, for example. So stuff like that you cannot really foresee and predict. So you just have to but as far as the price action and technical analysis, gold is probably the best pair to trade, because it really respects technicals, and it really shows you with the price action where it's headed. But put the news aside, because that's something that it just, any news that is like a big deal and major, they will drive the currency that they are tied to, right? So I don't think there is manipulation. It's just the movement of gold. Yes, it is impacted by the news. So gold, I'm bearish for this week. All right, let's see GBP AUD. This was a nice buy last week. Let's take a look. Man, look at that wick. I'm honestly looking forward to this week to be covered. And that could be possibly with this GBP, UK election. Because this was beginning of the year. If you go on a daily, should be, I believe, January 3rd that it was. Yep, January 3rd. And if we reach that level, that will be almost, that's 980 pips to cover this week. I'm sure everybody would like that. I'm looking forward to that, but we will see what happens. Anyway, go back on the weekly line chart, and let's see where we at right now. So, okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, but this is not relevant. Let's see. Let me just see something. Actually, I like this more. All right. So that we're gonna use as a weekly, but then here, this is really where the next resistance is, right there. And let me go on daily. Okay. Well, this is actually the only really resistance, and it looks like it might be breaking it. Oh, let me do. This will be interesting. So another thing, Gus, when it comes to the news, you know, the technical side of the charting, it can kind of, you know, give you idea. So the news can do, you know, one or two things, right? The news will either make a pair, you know, push it to make a decent retrace, or it will just push it where the price is supposed to go. So those are the two outcomes that, you know, the news does in relation to the price action. So to me, this is really interesting. I'm gonna actually leave resistance right there, because if this breaks, so if GA, which might be double top drop, but if it ends up breaking this level, 1.92700, we are looking to be buying this for 550 pips, because that will be the new fresh zone, and there's really no any strong resistance in its way. So really the, you know, the outcome from UK could make this happen, and I would like to see that. For right now, we are on 4 hour. You see it's a bullish move, so we gotta wait. As you see here, it could be double top drop, which visually would be something like that. Another retest, and then maybe we drop to this next 4 hour support, or possibly back to the weekly support. But I'm not sure about that. That would need to be, you know, driven by something. So as of right now, I'm not really clear on what the outcome would be, but just looking at this, I think this will be like a third push from the weekly support, and it will break that resistance. Let's check this. So it was 23.6. Yeah, it does need to complete. Check right here. So I'm just looking for the retrace that it has. Oh, 61.8. Yeah, I believe this will break up to 61.8, which is right here. I just want to see it, you know, clearly break above and close, so that this can be verified as a new support, and then we could, you know, confidently be buying this. But it is looking like it's gonna continue to the upside. Because 1, 2, third push. people who use Elliott wave, they definitely know what I'm talking about, but I refer that as a 3-push market structure because it really has that upside tendency. So we will watch this. I'm gonna actually set the alert here in case this starts breaking. Okay, that's good. And obviously I will watch it anyway because, like I said, it's one of my favorite pairs to trade. Let's clear this up. I haven't traded GCAD in a long time, but usually GBPs have similar structure. So let's see. So we do have strong resistance right here. This is current support. Let me just double check. Yeah, definitely. So we label. So I'm showing you exactly how I look at the market, how I prepare for the week. There is nothing I'm holding back because I want you guys to be able to do this on your own, because you need to do that for you, be independent and trade anytime. All right, all right, so on GBP CAD, honestly, I am favoring some retrace, which is currently not really happening, because as you see here, this support hasn't really been properly tested. But let me just double check something. Actually, it was all right. Never mind. So this is what I was talking about when we were going over GA. You see the break like this, and then you see the retrace, bearish candlesticks, and it respects the zone that it just broke. So this was previous resistance. Now it's a new support. And look at it. As soon as the retest happened, it went up 130 pips, right? Then it consolidated, pushed up, came back up, and looked like it's making headway to 1.77389. So not time to enter because we are a little bit late, but we can look for where there is an intraday resistance, and that will be somewhere around here. A lot of traffic there. I really like that, but actually let's leave that there. All right, so the pair is currently at 1.74266, right? So you might be wondering now, okay, so we know that we're gonna target the stronger resistance, which is weekly, but we have this resistance in a way. So now you gotta ask yourself, okay, do I want to enter this for 68 pip reward, right? Because I'm not sure if this will hold, right? It might reject this and then retrace and then pierce through it and risk 68 pips and having to risk being in a drawdown 168, right? So that doesn't make sense. So obviously we're not gonna do that. What we're gonna do is, wait, see if this actually end up making its way up here, or this is just a small fake out to get people to buy, and then it might retrace back here, and then we buy from there, right? When our risk and our stop loss is significantly reduced, but our potential and the upside is significantly increased, right? So we want to make smart decisions about our trades and look for better setups and better price opportunity to buy. So there's no reason to rush. Market just open, and if we are a little bit patient and wait for a clearer indication, we will definitely do well. So I am favoring continuation to the upside, but again, it's the um, week of parliamentary votes in UK, so hopefully we will take advantage of GBPs prior to Thursday and then see what happens on Thursday. But as of right now, this is not ready to be traded. But my bias is to the upside. GBP CHF, probably the same thing. Okay, look at it. We have some trend line break here. All right, let's take a look. Where was this trend line? Oh, okay. Oh, nice. So, who was asking about the trend? Trying to see. So, sorry, for some reason I cannot recall whose question was when they ask is gold always in bullish trend. It is, trend is your friend until it bends, right? That's the saying that they say. So one thing here we see, we have a third touch on GBP CHF, right? And it looked like we might be having a potential breakout, right? So we're gonna go zoom in, and it looks like it might be breaking through. So if that happens, we're gonna look for the retest and look for the potential buys, right? So I do have already charted this, and you see how we had this zone, and that's why it's important, guys, to have your zones. See how it was bouncing here, and then it broke to the upside, retested, and came back up, made a double top here, right here, came back down, made a double bottom, and then it shot up, right? So those are very, very, famous and simple to trade market patterns, right? Double top, double bottom, or somebody refers to double top as an M or double bottom as a W. It's really easy to spot, but they are effective around the key zones. And key zones, we had resistance here. It broke up, came retested, made a double bottom on the newly formed support, and perfect setup, right? So that is what we're looking for. That is when we can confidently enter the trade and generate some profits. But let me see something here, since this is on 4 hour. I'll delete that one. I'm gonna put the fresh line. And we're gonna put it right there. Okay, not what I'm looking for. All right. Oh, actually, I like this. Okay. So this is the most current support. Sorry. I'm sorry, I had few text messages. I will ignore that for now. So this is our current support, but it is a little bit far from this. So let's see. This could be potential, fake breakout, and we might see this come back down. So okay, never mind. Letting me know about one trade, my MT4. So let's see if this end up closing above and we get the retest, then maybe we can aim some higher levels, which we are going to identify right now. But see, this is again, example of what I was talking about, 3 pushes. See, from here, right there, retrace, push up, small retrace, consolidation, and then it start pushing back up. So this is where I effectively use fibs. So we had it stop right there. Look at the retrace to 50. Look at this. So anytime, like I said, you get retrace to 38.2, 50 or 61.8, you target 1618, or I have it, labeled as negative 618. And did we reach that? We sure did. And this from here was 900 pips, right? So as you practice, you're gonna be able to be confident and identify it. But let's not get confused with that, because we wanna focus on next targets here. If we get this breakout, that would be the first target, and that will be the second target. Yep, I like that. So we are on the weekly, right? Week just started, that's why this candle is small. So we go on a smaller time frame and see. I would ideally like to see something like this happen, right? We are on the 4 hour. We get the breakout. We get, some side movements, maybe push up, retrace back to here, right? So this is something that in Forex is called confluence trading. So what confluence trading means is when you have more than one confirmation, right? So what is here confirmation? So we had this downtrend for a long time, right? We are talking about this possible scenario if we get this breakout. So now we are having the breakout, and then the price maintain above these levels, came back, retested the support, and retested the trend line that we just broke, right? So that is the confluence, because you have more than one confirmation that this will continue to the upside. So that is what we are looking for, and what good trade will look like. So your stop loss here would be like really minimal, right? But look at the upside potential. What is that? That is 340 pips. And your stop loss may be 40, 50 pips, just to give it room to breathe. So that is 1 to 7 risk reward. It's really simple, and it just takes patience, right? That's why you don't want to like go on 30 minutes and now you wonder, oh man, what is it doing here? Like, it's just going sideways. Like, do you want to trade this? Example right here. Do you want to trade this? Let's box it out. Like, do you want to trade this? This is consolidation. What can you possibly get here? From here to here, yeah, it is 52 pips. But how do you come up like with your stop loss and all of that? Like, you don't want to be, in the middle of here, and this is nerve wracking. Like for me, Like I give a lot of credit to people who are able to continuously scalp. I do scalp sometimes, but that is not primarily my way of trading. And I really give a lot of credit to people who are successful scalpers, because this takes some nerves, right? Like you see push up, then it's not deciding, because I read candles, right? Like, and look at this, like all indecision candles. Look at it. Bullish, bearish, bearish, bullish, bullish, bearish, 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 bullish, bearish, bullish, bullish. Like there's no decision candle like this. Like this is when all right, this took off, right? Look at that strong candle. But something like this, like I try to avoid that, right? Because I don't wanna enter the trade if I'm not confident that will just go where I see it go, and I have to keep checking on it because I entered the major consolidation. So anyway, looking so far, GBP is as far as the technicals and price action setting up for a bullish move. What do we have here? GJ, one of the favorites. GJ is I don't want to say that way, it might sound bad, but this is a evil one. Like this pair can make you a lot of money, but if you are not sure what you are doing, it can really slap you. So actually, let's clear all this up so we can start fresh. If you guys have any questions, feel free to stop, interrupt, whatever it is. There is no stupid questions. Don't be shy. We all here for one same reason. Okay, so that is where it is. So this is support. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be resistance. By the way, if you rather talk and ask question that way, you can unmute yourself. I set it up that way that you can unmute yourself and speak up. So just so you know if you're not sure. Right, let's see.
Why did you choose that line in particular for the weekly resistance?
So I heard someone talk, but it was really low. I believe you said, how did I choose that line? So if you can ask again and a little bit louder, I would appreciate it.
Yes, I was asking why you chose to put the line there in particular for the weekly resistance.
Oh, okay, got it. So let's go back to weekly. So here we go. So the reason is, do you see every time price was around that level, we had a turnaround. So turnaround is this sharp move, right? So here you see the price come down and respect that, and then it dropped. Came back up to retest that, and it dropped again. Here it had a retest before it actually pierced through, right? Same here. Once the price broke up, came back and retested the same level before it eventually there was some impact that it broke through. Then again, we had a breakout, came here, stopped at that level before going back up. Once it broke through, came back and retested the same level. Again here, once the breakout was there, came back and retested that level, respected it. Once it broke up, you see how many times? 1, 2, 3, 3 times respected the same level. So for that reason, that is, once the price reaches this level, you can expect and anticipate that it will be rejected. So we will get some form of a pullback, unless this week, like I said, we get some bullish results. I mean, bullish meaning, the news and results from the votes in United Kingdom, they will, force GBP and make it bullish, then this will just straight shoot through, because that will be just driven by that, major elections. So
Thank you. That makes sense. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Great question. And you can see on the daily, you can see it more clear. You see respected here, respected. Once the price, was below it, it rejected that level. And yeah, so there's a lot of turnarounds around there. So you can expect once GJ, which I believe we reach 144, it can, have some rejection. If this happens before Thursday, which I'm anticipating to happen, there will be some rejection and pullback before we see some breakthrough. I don't think this will just like straight shoot up. Right, so now that's pretty much resistance. So let's go on a 4 hour. Yeah, there's no real. Let me see here. Not that. Sorry about that. I need a horizontal line. So this is like the most relevant, and you see it did reject it there too. So it was rejected here, rejected there. Then once it broke under, retested. Same here, retest. Once it broke up, retest. But it's not strong. Like this is just something to have in mind right now, because what we can do, go back on the candles, we can see if this starts breaking to the upside, right? And we can still enter our trade here, right? And catch this to the, the real resistance, right? Have stop loss here. So actually we'll probably reduce it to 50 pips and go for about 100. So we will definitely look for the entry to make it at least 1 to 2. But right now there's no confirmation for that, because this could might as well come retest again and drop down to test this level right here. This level, right? So we don't want to guess. We want to avoid guessing, and we want to wait, see what it happens, because it's literally 30 pips from there, and we can wait, or we can also wait to see if it will break this low right here. And if it does, breaks that, we get the retest here, then we can sell it, right? But we want to wait. So I'm just showing you, possibilities that will, be sometime soon, maybe even the London, maybe even later tonight, because 30 pips on GJ, it's not hard of a move like that. This pair moves a lot, unless it gets stuck in consolidation like was here. And yeah, which you can still benefit from. You just have to look for the buy low, sell high, and just book some profit. But I do see this continue being I see it continue being bullish. Right. So that was GJGN. Let's go. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, I'm definitely bullish on this. Just double check something. So this might be the actually one of the first trades we will take this week, because I want to see price hold at 2.00075, and if it does, this is great buy opportunity from here. 250 pips, stop loss maybe 50, so 1 to 5 risk reward. We're gonna look for that. See, this was a large W, double bottom. Anyway, let's we can delete that, and we can delete that for now. All right, well, let's look for the weekly. Okay. So I'm gonna delete that. Yeah, that's definitely daily support, so I like it. Right there. All right, so yeah, so this looks like it's really forming to take off. Yeah, once it pierces through, I believe this will just keep shooting off. So this whole structure here, it's considered a bullish flag, meaning we will maybe get pullback, but we already had sort of a pullback, so I do expect break to the upside. But anyway, let's go on a 4-hour where I'm really interested and curious to see what's going on. Okay, remove that for now. It did open with a gap. I believe it did. Yeah, so open with a gap to the upside. Let's see if we get a pullback and retest here, and this will be the great opportunity for a buy, right? Because let's go to 1 hour. So if we get a chance to buy right here, our stop loss will be, let's just round it for the 50 pips, right? But look at the TP potential here, 440 pips. Look at that, almost 1 to 9 risk reward. Stop loss just below this previous week right here, and look at the whole weekly zone we can trade and catch. So this is what I would be looking for. I'm really hoping we get this pullback so we can enter with a reduced stop loss And I do have some confidence that this will pull back because we just closed 1 hour with the bearish hammer, and bearish hammer is this candle right here. As you see, it kind of has a head and this long wick, which is kind of like a handle. So for that reason, it's called. But yeah, I do want to see this pullback, and I'll be really happy to buy this. So again, yet another GBP that I'm, looking for a bullish outcome this week. But this one looks really nice and looks like it's setting up nicely. GU. All right, we need to update stuff here. Just give me 1 minute, guys. I do have to answer this, unfortunately. So 1 second. All right. I'm right back. Let's see. Weekly support. That's low. Actually, that is something we could use. There is a lot of traffic here, so I'm going to consider this as a daily action. Okay, all right, I like that. Let's stick to this daily resistance. So, GU, almost in the middle of the zone. So this is what I avoid trading. Exactly this. Let's measure it. So from the current price, it's 130 pips away from the support and 225 away from resistance. So entering anything here to me doesn't make sense. Number one, yeah, it does look like it will continue to the upside. But when? Can you tell right now? No, you can't, because we didn't really ever retested this once we had this breakout, right? So what I would like to see for this to come down and retest this, and then uh, our buy trade would have like a minimum risk and had all this possible profits. Like let's say even if it pullbacks here, instead of 225, we already looking at 340 pips, right? And instead of let's say 140 stop loss, we're looking at maybe 50 pips. So you see, the thinking process behind that. We're looking for, good entries, right? And that is, the key to long-term success in Forex. So I do see this continue to the upside continuation, but again, we have GBP and USD news this week. USD, I am looking for right now to be strong for the week. So if that happens, this will, retrace back down. But again, Thursday and UK votes, that, can do a lot. So I would avoid GU from all GBP pairs. I will avoid GU because a lot of GBP and USD news this week. That is, how you become selective and look for better looking opportunities. I'm gonna clear this because I don't like it already. I don't know why I had it there. So we are on to Euro AUD. Okay. So this is really resistance. And the support. Well, this is interesting too. Looks like EA will continue to the downside. I'm just gonna go on weekly. I don't like this. Yeah, choppy structure. And obviously this is our high here. So that would be weekly resistance. But quite far away from where we at now, because we are at 1.61770. So let's see here. Yeah, that would be the weekly support. This is why I scroll down back, because the Forex is the only market that repeats itself. When what I mean by it repeats itself, certain price levels, you can go into past and look how it behaved around those areas. That's why I look on the weekly, because that is the strongest indication of when you see the sharp turnarounds, you can expect it to reject or retrace from there and all that good stuff. Yeah, this looks like it will continue down at least to this support. This is a daily resistance. Yeah, this is on its way down. All right, so right here, we are on 4 hour now, Euro AUD. We barely got some retrace. Well, I guess, not fully 38.2, but you see this how fibs are powerful, guys, right? So what I was saying, any rejection 38.2 to 61.8, it goes to 1618, or I have it labeled as, again, I repeat, negative 0.618, and look where that is. It's at the weekly support. You see the correlation and confluence there. So this is why I believe this will continue to the downside, which from here, not so much, but 102 pips. Yeah, looks like the retrace is over. Not even 38.2. Yeah, strong bearish move on this pair. So let's see. I mean, to be honest, I would me personally wait to see if we get break of this zone right here, because this at the moment is supply area, right? Because you see 1, 2, 3 touches, right? So 3 times we seen rejection here. So if it starts breaking through it, then yeah, I would be happy to grab 70 pips, but be sure that I'm gonna grab 70 rather than entering now and being a little greedy. Yeah, let me try to get all 100, but I'm not sure whether this is gonna be yet another retest, right? Or make that double bottom and we start recovering, right? So that's why I'm patient and I can wait to see what it will happen. But I believe it will fall at least back to this 61,500, which is 28 pips from current price. Euro GBP, I have not traded this in a little while, but I believe this pair is soon due to reversal. Because look at that, that was just 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this will conclude the cycle. Let's just see where. Let's just see where is this. This could be it. 83, 500 to round it up. This is definitely supply zone. And the first to target that. Let's just go on a daily. Okay. Yeah. Correlates. So don't need to add anything extra. Yeah, we are almost there. We will end up going there, most likely. So can we be patient for this to drop 60 pips and then for us to aim 325? I think we can, right? Because that will be again 1 to 7 risk reward. So this is definitely on the watch list. Mark that green. This I'm gonna mark this red GU because I am not following that. GN, it's green, so watch that. Gold we're watching. Obviously GA always green. GJ we're gonna put on list. Yeah, not yet. So yeah, EG is due to correction sometime soon. I do wanna see it drop 60 more pips so that we can buy it as low as possible. But again, if the pound is stronger this week than euro, then yeah, this will continue falling further down. So no confirmation for trade yet. Just gonna wait and be patient for it. Let's see what do we got here. EN, one of the favorites, absolutely one of the favorites. Love this pair, had a lot of success with it. So It's always a must check. Let's remove everything. So all right, so we have zone there. Actually, I do like this. Perfect. Yeah, that's good. Where is our resistance now? Well, that's kind of far. Well, that's weekly. Let's just leave it for now.
So do you stay on this chart?
So that is weekly.
Cause I need to get some headphones. I gotta get some headphones for real. Cause I don't.
So in this case, because we do have a large weekly zone, I'm gonna go on the daily because we need to find something more relevant to the current market, and that would be here. Not there. I keep picking this wrong one. Okay. And right there. Yep. All right. So let's just label this. And we go on a 4 hour and let's see what's going on here. In the middle of the zone. Did this gap too? Oh, okay, so yeah, I guess gap was NZD related. Sorry, we have a question. Hey, Anna, sorry. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. We can go back over it, so no worries. GS, we will go over it again quickly. So you are not missing anything. We have not taken any trade, so you are good. So yeah, gap actually was NZD related, which we saw there was a gap on GN. But this looks pretty bearish, and I mean I'm definitely looking for it to close this gap at least, and then see if that's gonna be double bottom and then go back up, but it's looking pretty bearish still. So, but we do have this right here to watch for, right? We do have supply zone right there, and that means we probably have some potential buyers. Yes, Christian, we definitely do that. We will go over oil. We didn't get there yet. Let me just see. Yeah, we can go over oil next. Yeah, we can do that. So let me just finish EN. So I'm pretty sure this will come back down to this zone. I'm not sure if we will get break of that zone. If we do, we can aim for 80 to 85 pips. But if that gets rejected again, we can look for some buys to the upside and look for 185 pips. You're welcome. You're welcome. No problem. So hard for me to tell at the moment. Outcome for EN. It does look really bearish. This could just be, pullback. I mean, the whole gap. And it gapped to 38.2, and then we get breakout to 61.8, which is gonna be this daily support. Let's see. I'm not willing to sell through this zone right here, right? To go just with the hope that this will break, right? I don't want to do that. I want to actually see this breaking through and then start selling, because this can very well just pull back deep into the zone and then come back up. So I'm not willing to gamble. I trade real money, and I just want to be patient for it. Yeah, me too. So yeah, I am bullish on GN for the week, and I would expect this to recover if that outcome that I am looking for happens. So this would also recover. If GN goes up, EN goes up. That's another thing, guys. Pair correlation. GA and EA, they move same. GN and EN, they move the same. That's why they are my favorite pairs to trade, because one simple reason. Sometimes you can look at the GN and be like, oh man, this looks like it's a buy, but it's not. I'm not so confident about this structure yet, right? And then from GN you go to EN, and then on the EN, because you already know that whatever move happens, they're gonna move into the same direction. So then you check the EN, alert just came out, and you will be like, oh man, yeah, this is definitely buy. So now you get your confidence, because you maybe the structure is just slightly different on EN than GN, but that slightly is just enough for you to give you that confidence and confirmation for to buy it, right? So for that simple reason, you should look for the pair correlation, and it will help you. I promise you that. So let me just switch this. We did end up getting, where is it? Well, okay, that's interesting. Well, the sell signal just came out on EN, the trend valid, but the problem here is because it's a bullish candle inside the sell signal, so invalid. The support is all the way back down here, which it is our supply zone and the previous swing low. So I do expect this to come down, but the setup is not 100% because the way that candle closed on 30 minutes. Yeah, you should take notes. Trust me. Some people think they can remember everything. And I don't doubt that. I really hope that is the true. Me myself, I take notes. I intake a lot of information throughout the day, so if I don't write some of it, I do tend to forget. So I definitely take notes myself. So yeah, the signal was formed, but like I said, the bullish candle inside the sell signal makes it invalid. The trend validates, the structure is valid for the sell. So it's up to you guys if you want to take this sell. But like I said, I'm not willing to sell through this zone. I want to see come down and see how it reacts. All right, so we had requests for oil. Let's look at it. Well, we have another support here too. So you may see now these green lines, and you may see here intraday support. Don't get confused. This is on 4 hour, so it's for intraday trading. That is how I trade oil, right? I don't swing oil. I intraday trade it, right? So let's delete some of this crap here because we do not need it. Christian, so this to me looks like it's gonna be a buy again, right? So you see how it came to the zone, rejected, came back up, rejected, and we start going back up. Now we have a similar structure forming, consolidation, orders accumulated for this push up. This week I believe it will get filled, but can we get some retest first, right? Can we get the confirmation that we gonna go to 60.62? I'm short-term bearish but long-term bullish. Perfect. On oil gains strength, we see weakness. I agree. I'm actually currently bullish on UCAD, so that will make this retrace. This feels like it's. Hey, is that you, Gagan?
Yeah, this is me.
Oh, okay. I was about to say because I know the style of typing and analysis.
Yeah.
I was about to say that's gotta be him.
No, actually, I got late, but I just wanted to see your analysis. It's always good to have feedback from you.
Nice. Let me. Oh,
Thank you.
I'm sorry. My volume was low. I hope you guys were able to hear me. I just increased it now. So, but yeah, I'm looking for this small pullback, and we get the retest of this nice structure here. And I would actually look for oil to go to 60.62 per barrel, because you see we do have resistance there that previously was respected, and when the price was above, it respected that zone multiple times. So
actually, Ernest, what's your final target for UCAD for the reversal? Because I see a big reversal on UCAD next year. So I think my target is 1.34 to 1.35. I see a big reversal from this range.
Let's check.
Like a big reversal. I'm not talking about 100, 200 pips. I'm talking about 500, 700 pips.
Yeah, very possible.
And that should align with EU strength, because we have been talking about EU strength since last 6 months, reaching to 1.17 or 1.18, which is 100 to 600 pips from here.
Right. So I'm actually at the moment targeting 1.33800.
Yes, that's my range too.
Yeah, 1.33800. I believe it will be. Or hold on, why? Actually, it's 1.33600.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, around that range.
But it could go to 1.34. It really could. There's a nice resistance right there, as you see here, that you can make claim. Hold on. Yeah, this is also nice for rejection. 34,280. So I definitely see it going to 33,600, but I think actually 34,280 is a bit stronger reversal point. But because there's this downtrend line, I'm looking for confluence of this intraday resistance and that trend line rejection. So we can just watch for that, see if that gets respected. Sorry if I don't pronounce your name right, Danea or Danea. So intraday is pretty much on 4 hour resistance and support that you determine off of 4-hour formations, and you look to intraday trade. So it's not relevant for swing trading and for like a bigger moves. For swing trading, you want to look for daily and weekly SNR. So good question. Let me know if that makes sense. If not, we can go look for the example. Okay, perfect. But yeah, Gagan, I agree. I think UCAD needs to go further up before actual reversal, and I am bullish on dollar for the week. So
Yeah, I think this is just my opinion. I think it should relate with one event, maybe next month, and that should rocket, put like a fuel in the oil prices. And I'm just waiting for the event, and that should be the reversal for UCAD, because I'm targeting UCAD 1.28 in the next 3 to 6 months.
yeah. Let's see on the
And
week.
it's gonna be like a quick dump on UCAD. I feel like, I'm not sure, but I feel like I think I have a chart that I shared with you long time back on WhatsApp, but I don't know if you have that chart. Maybe you can.
I probably do. Because I don't erase the history over there. Yeah, I mean the weekly support is at 1.28900. The like a strong weekly support. I still have it here. If you see the thick blue line, so that's 1.28930. But yeah, right now I'm like, especially like if you look at it on a weekly, you can see the rejection here from the level from this intraday support, and I believe it will push up. Still has something to give currently at 32,600. Yeah, definitely looking for another 100 pips on it, at least 100 to 160.
Yeah, you're right. And that was the reason last week I was adding all on every single dip, the UCAD.
You were adding?
Yeah, well, I was adding all the buy positions on last week when it dropped.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, but I mean,
I had like I think 3 or 4 large position and closed at 30 to 50.
Well, that's good. But yeah, I mean, you see, he perfectly respected the support there, and he reversed from there.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the chart on WhatsApp just in case you want to see, and I just want to see your opinion on that.
Okay, I mean, if you have it right now, I'll check it out right now.
Yeah, I'll just send it to you on WhatsApp.
Okay, I'll check it right now. Let me see. Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
I think this will be like a big reversal in the market next year.
Hold on, let me check my trend line here. Okay, I see. You were going off of the week tips.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
yeah,
it's not exactly accurate, but it's like 1.3380 or 1.3420 or something around that mark.
yeah, that will be 1.34. Yeah, that will be 1.34.
And this can actually push EU a little bit down, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think EU will fall this week. I'm pretty confident about EU falling. Yeah, actually, this does make more sense. Yeah, so yeah, you see now it's all the way on the tip. Yep. So yeah, 1.34 does look like a big reversal zone for USD CAD. I like it. I do. I really do. So I definitely agree with it. Right now, I mean, we can probably get some more buys in from here. It's not giving, only 23.6 retrace. So If it starts pushing past 32,700, might just, you know, do market buy and then ride it for, I mean, I believe it will, you know, if at least tomorrow it should give like 80 pips to 33.50. But for this week, I definitely see UCAD on the rise. So
Yeah, I remember the IG report is coming tomorrow. It's gonna be big volatility day tomorrow, I guess.
sorry, what's coming out?
It's the report on the elections that happened in 2016.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I'm expecting the market to go down because I don't think the positive reaction will happen on the news. It should be most likely negative, which should bring yen as a strong contender, which means UJ should go down and UCAD could be a winner. UCAD, gold, and silver. I mean, this is just my opinion. I'm not sure about it, but this is just my personal opinion.
Oh, okay. Do you know what time is coming out? I'll definitely try to do some
tried
research.
to look at it in the evening, but I didn't get the time. But I mean, everybody who's listening to this call, I think we should keep an eye on that report. It can actually make market move big.
Oh, okay. I'll definitely try to do some research tonight, see if I can dig something out.
Yeah, a lot of people and stock traders, they're waiting for that report.
Okay, gotcha. See, I didn't hear about it. I'm glad you said. I'll definitely look it up because, you know, I like to study news and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it might gives us, you know, further retrace down, and then we get a better buy opportunity. So I'm fine with that too. But yeah, for right now, it's entering consolidation on 4 hours, so I'm not interested in it at the moment. I gotta see some decisive candles, right? Start pushing, and then we can, you know, start scaling in. Do you have any other pair you wanted to check, or just USD CAD? Yeah, GA, sorry. GA, yes, I am sorry. Okay, yeah. So what we were looking for here, we were looking for, obviously here is, you know, third push. We're looking for this to pierce through, and then we are targeting this next zone, which I would love to see this happen. But what I am afraid at the moment that this ended up as a, you know, double top, and we're gonna, you know, see some retrace to the downside. But overall for the week, I am bullish on GA. I would like to see it pierce to 1.92700, and then we can scale in for this 550 pips buy, because there's really no any major resistance in a way of it reaching the weekly, right? And with the UK parliamentary votes, if that is especially good, you know, positive outcome for pound, this will probably be reached this week. So bullish on GA, despite the fact that this 4-hour double top can, you know, lead us back to some of the, you know, intraday support. And the first one would be at 91,300. So so if anything, short term bearish, but long term still bullish, my opinion. I don't know if you have a same outlook on that, but that is what I see at the moment. Yeah, nice. Yeah. So I do agree with that, because we already start seeing here on a 4-hour candle which actually just opened because at 9 p.m. The previous closed. So yeah, this might be, you know, now going back down. So that would be in that case like, you know, 80 to 100 pips. So decent short trade, right? And I do look for EA to come back down, and they move same. So GA would come down, right? It would end up falling down. However, so 1.91 to be safe and more conservative, 1.91400 should be the sell TP. And that would be 90 pips, 96 pips from here. So yeah, a really decent trade. I just wanna, I mean, me myself, I'll probably enter. I just wanna wait for 1 or 2 candles, see if we start getting bearish momentum in it, and then yeah, I would call that in K2 trades as well. No problem, brother. You're welcome. Do you guys have any other pair you want me to take a look? We went over a bunch of pairs. Kind of have idea what I'm looking for. So when you get a chance, can you tell me what you think of oh, HKD? You mean that should be Hong Kong JPY? Hold on. Actually, let me add it here. Yeah, that's so. People seem to avoid like the fly. So that I wish I could answer you that. Probably, I mean, I'm trying to think of the reason, Gus. It doesn't really make sense to avoid it because they are both Asian currencies, meaning JPY obviously being Japanese and Hong Kong, the name itself says where it's used. I'm not sure why they're avoiding it. Let me see if we can check the spread on it. It could be that it is spread. Hold on. Let me see if my broker has any Hong Kong currency. 1 second. Actually, my broker does offer US dollar against Hong Kong. So let me see. Actually, the spread is not bad. It's 6 pips. So I'm assuming that is not the reason then, unless Asian. You was roasted in the chat for trading. Hey man, what I would tell you, if trading this pair has been successful for you, I would just ignore it. Like, I mean, the thing is, we have a lot of people in the chat, so a lot of people have different, you know, outlook on what pairs to trade, how to trade them. Even myself, but I don't make comments to judge people for trading something. The only time I would say something is if I notice that, you know, people are doing something silly that I can guarantee will, you know, make them lose money. Obviously, I don't want people to lose money because I know how is it to lose money. I lost quite a bit until, you know, I learned some things. So if it's working for you, I would just say don't even bother, like, you know, sharing it, as you know you already had not so pleasant experience when you shared. So
Yeah,
just
actually, Anas,
I'm listening.
yeah, on the 30-minute chart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Notice the K2 signal, right? I took a actually, I've had, you know, it's either feast or famine for me with this currency pair, actually. There've been times I've made, you know, good money with it, but if you look on the 30-minute, there's the red signal, right? On, when is that? I think it's dated. All right, I'm looking at the 30-minute.
Are you looking for Hong
But
Kong
do you see,
JPY or?
yeah, Hong Kong JPY, Hong
Okay,
Kong
so
dollar
this is it. This is it. I just loaded it.
Do you see where there was that spike, that bullish spike there?
You mean this one right here?
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on a second. Point to it again. Yeah.
This one right here.
Yes, exactly. I was actually stopped out on that.
Yeah, but you were in profit. You were.
Yeah, I was doing pretty good with it.
Damn,
And then all of a sudden there was this huge bullish spike that stopped me out.
Ooh,
What do you think?
No, I'm listening to you. I'm just counting it. That really
What do you
spiked
think?
a lot.
Yeah, I was really hurt by this one. So I just kind of wanted to know, what do you think, why that happened? A huge spike like that, you see?
So I know there's been a lot of things going on in Hong Kong. So it could be a few things. So from the technical side, this is support. As you see, this pair, let's just clear this out. Let's just clear it out. As you see right now, this is already support level here, right? So the price is not really, you know, going through. See, 1, 2, 3 times already respected. So from technical point, this was and you can, you know, look left and you see support again. See, respected, and look, same thing happened here. This is why you want to look left and trade right. Look at it when it happened here again, big spike, right? So so this is just for the future reference. Don't worry, loss is a lesson, right? We can always recover it if we learn from it. So if you look left, same thing happened, exactly the same thing around the same price point. So it respected, it had a false breakout, and then boom, same thing, we came back down to the same level and boom, right? So it's struggling from the technical standpoint and technical view. This is like a really strong support level, 13.86 for this pair. So that's number one, and that's actually the main thing I look from. I'm technical trader, right? I do love news. I research. If I find a good you know, information, I do trade news as well. But if I don't, I stick to the what technicals say and price. And price here is telling for a while that, yeah, I'm not willing to go deeper than this level here. So again, there was you know, a lot going on in Hong Kong. I kind of read few things. They had some banking system issues over there. So what could be is that actually at, what was this, December 6th, 8:30, that something came out. You know, they came out, maybe one of the, you know, maybe prime minister, maybe you know, some let's say important person came out in the news and announced something, right? And that resulted. That could be case as well. But I think it makes more sense to look at it from, you know, the technical and price action point, where it, you know, already in the past had struggled to do that, and it actually end up repeating the almost literally exact same thing from exact same price point.
Yes. Can you get kind of give me an idea where you think this currency pair is going?
Sure.
Over the next week, or if you could do a quick analysis.
Definitely, absolutely. So let's check this out. Gagan, yes. Yeah, I got it. GA. Yep, that's it. Yeah, that's what I'm targeting on GA2. Yeah, 1.98. Oh, but you're looking for a deeper retrace before it goes up. I mean, possible. It is possible.
Yeah, it's just a possibility. I'm not saying, but I'm bullish long term. But I
Yep.
think it needs correction. I mean, look at those waves. I mean, you cannot have that much reaction. I mean, bears need to have a little bit party, you know.
Yeah, no, I am I mean that's what I was exactly showing. I am targeting 1.98. Absolutely.
Yeah, and if you see the channel that I draw, that basically aligns with the correction, if I'm not wrong. Let me see what's the
Okay, so
channel.
on your corrective wave, you have the fifth completed already.
No, actually, fifth not completed. What I have is fifth is doing a ABC correction. So the A is almost done, in my opinion.
Yeah,
So the
that's what
B,
I'm. Yeah,
yeah.
yep.
So the B should come down to most likely this level of 1.90, I guess, something like that. And then from there, 500, 600 pips up to 1.98 or 1.97.
Yeah, I'm also looking
So
forward to that.
so 150, 200 pips down, and then 600 pips up. This is like what I'm saying. I'm gonna take a long position if it hits this channel.
Yeah, I don't think it will end up dropping below that. I honestly don't. I honestly don't think even if that will go that low, but it
Okay.
is possible. It is possible.
So the reason I'm saying is, if you see my inner subways 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the fourth wave aligns with the channel support.
Yeah.
Technically should. I mean, this is just my opinion again.
No, I mean it does look good. The only thing I believe this the correction that you are looking for, it will align with your third wave that you had drawn to the left. So I don't think it will go below that. That's just
Yeah,
my opinion. But again,
yeah,
I'm
possible.
not
Yeah, but
I'm not always right, obviously.
I mean, if we can get 100 pips out of it, I think that's good. I mean, we don't have to wait for like complete trade.
Yeah, I'm looking right now into what we just went over about like 80 to 100.
Right.
So that would be
But
still
I think
decent
our
trade.
long term opinion is exactly the same on GA.
Yeah, 1.98. That's what I'm aiming for too. I love GA, man. You know that's one of my favorites. I love that.
Yeah.
Man.
For some reason, I started getting into love with GA pairs too.
Yeah, I mean, if you trade GA, you might as well trade an EA. They move exactly the same. You can look at the structure.
Okay.
And what I was telling them earlier, like EA, GA, and EN, you should look at the both at the same time, because like
Right.
sometimes there will be like a slightly difference in a structure that will give you more confirmation, because you know if they move, they're gonna move in exact same direction.
Mm-hmm. No,
So
you're right. You're right.
that always happens.
Right.
And they move nicely, like they move really nice. They can move like 100 pips in a day, so it's
Yeah.
definitely worth
Especially for
trading
people
them.
who are dealing with small lots, these are like really good pairs.
Yeah, definitely. I love them. Okay, so here. Yeah, that's definitely support. All right. So here we are, Gus. So what I would tell you, I would watch for this zone right here, because this is where you end up being caught up, because
Yes.
this is strong supply zone. As you see from here, price has rejected or respected. When it was below this level, it respected a lot of times. So I would personally, it does look like that it's currently rejecting it. There was a candle that closed and the current one open, so it's bouncing off of support and rejecting that supply zone. So there is a possibility that this will head back up, but it's not clear yet, because you wanna start seeing some momentum. I would gain interest in buying this once I see it break 13 point, let's round up 88, right? Once it starts breaking here, that I see that, you know, this current, you know, what that would be lower high is getting taken out, then I would start gaining interest when I see the price start pushing through this level for the buy. On the other side, I mean, ideal buy would be if this for some reason starts coming back down to this supply zone, and then you see rejection within this zone, that would be even better buy opportunity. But the sell will come into place if this breaks and retests this either try to turn this around, retest either the zone or retest this support here, and then you can look to the downside move. So that is from the technical aspect. But again, I never have ever traded this in my life, so you know, we just go off of the high probability.
Okay, thank you.
And it's interesting to see, you know, people trade different things. Absolutely, you know, I think it's really cool because you never know. Like some people, like our friend Wade, he just kills indices. Like he just like I rarely trade indices, uh, because I'm not like great at them. I have had, you know, decent success, but I'm not as good as he is. So, you know, some people specialize in that. Like, you know, we have people who just trade exotic pairs. We have people who just trade USD, who just trade AUD, and you know, you just have to find what you are comfortable with and what works for you. And I would
Yes.
recommend, you know, journaling, and that will help you, you know, identify what pair is your strength, you know. And it doesn't really have to be that, oh, maybe I just can't seem to analyze this, you know, I do so well on USD JPY, but for some reason I can never really predict GBP USD. You know, it's not that. It may be
Right.
just like it. You know, it doesn't. Like I used to avoid Euro USD for a whole year. Like I have had last year like really decent trading, but Euro USD has taken a lot of my profits. Like for some reason, like I just couldn't catch EU. Like I would lose like 7 out of 10 trades on EU. But
Wow.
then this year I kept, you know, observing it. I kept watching for its movement, and you know, now I can trade EU without problem. So it really is like you have to watch, you know, how the pair moves and what is the main like thing that happens. So once you suffer loss like that, then you go back and look at it. Okay, so what could be the reason that I was, you know, faked out there and I was caught in this, you know, sell, and then all of a sudden reverse. So those are the questions you ask yourself. Any losing trade that, you know, happens, was there any news? Okay, if there's news, like I'm okay if the news hit and it's something that I couldn't really find information on, but I was confident in my analysis. So okay, maybe I'm gonna move my stop loss in a profit, and then if the news reverses it, it reverses, you know. But you know, you just have to you have to find like what is your moment to say, oh okay, all right, I know this, and this is what I'm looking for, so I'm entering this trade and I'm confident in it. Because me, when I enter the trade, I don't really have to like check it every 15-30 minutes. I'm gonna check it, you know, throughout the day just to see how it's developing, but I'm confident when I enter the trade, you know. So it just depends what that confidence would mean to you, what signature setup, what are you looking for, and stuff like that, what pair.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
no problem, you're welcome. And don't stress over losses happens.
Lesson learned.
That's right. Okay, let's see. Litecoin. Okay, there first crypto tonight. LTC. I might not have it, so let's add it. Here we go. Damn. It was at what? 415. It would be nice to see it go back there. All right. Well, so that is the most current support. Yeah, that's actually real resistance. Yeah, well, crypto just swings low and high pretty much. Honestly, if you are a crypto trader, I would be interested in buying this, starting now all the way up to 2250, and I would hold it to at least 8250 because I believe this will be reached. But like I said, all-time high was 418, and I mean with the crypto there's huge potential. So to be more conservative, 8250 I would look for. So that's almost double even if you buy the current price. I believe Gagan, you asked for Litecoin and you just
Yes,
sent
and
me
I
something.
think you're right. This is what I'm targeting. 80 and then some retracement, and the final target on this from my end is 107. The WQC, yeah, I think is probably mid of August, I guess, is 107.
Okay, I'm just opening yours. Okay, so you have
Yeah,
five.
I just sent you a TA on Litecoin too.
Yeah, I just opened it. So you had 5 waves, you have ABC completed, and then you're starting the new cycle. Yeah, well, your first target is like mine too. That's funny, 8250.
Exactly. This is what my target is, 80, and then retracement, and then 107 is my final target. In my opinion, Litecoin is a great buy right now. Even if it dips to $30, I'm gonna buy. 30 to 45 is a great buy, and then it's going to 105, 107, and it's gonna correct to at least $50 to $60 after that.
No, I definitely, that's what I was just telling them. I definitely believe now if you are long-term investor in crypto, it is a good time to buy Litecoin now. It
Yeah.
really is, and hold it. Like it's not something you expect overnight return. It is a long-term
Right.
investment.
Yeah, maybe a 2 years, 3 years, but this is definitely going to $500 in coming few years.
Yeah, 8250, then I would say 93. And after that, it looks like 114. So those would be my personally 3 TPs to start off. So 8250, if it breaks that, definitely 93, and then 114. I mean, I would like to see it dip more. I would definitely buy. But even at the current price, it's a good buy because it is respecting this major support at 43.30. already made double bottom. It's on its way swing back up. So yeah, I do agree the bullish move on this.
Yeah, and the good thing is, even with a half lot, you can make tons of money if gold goes to $100.
Yeah, I just have to put back some money in my Hugo's Way because I transfer my main account to LMFX. I don't know if I told you.
No, actually, I think
Yeah.
we never talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I transferred. I actually have 3 accounts with LMFX now. So, and they don't unfortunately offer crypto. I had it with Hugo's, but yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna probably have to do that. And I heard somebody told me in a chat that you can now deposit and withdraw with what's called the Cash App to Hugo's. I don't know if you heard anything about that. So
No, I'm not sure about that.
yeah, I'm gonna have to actually chat with them. I'm gonna ask them about it. They have live support. I'm gonna ask them because somebody says that like through Bitcoin you can deposit and withdraw from Hugo's Way. But I already left them before they have implemented that. So it's just I read through all the messages, so I remember somebody mentioning that. Yeah, through Bitcoin. Do you know how it works? I mean, I will chat with them just so I can share in the group whatever their representative tells me. But if you already know, we can just let everybody know who is interested. But I will be interested, to trade crypto again. I kind of miss it though. I mean, I am buying coins myself for long term, mainly Ripple and Stellar Lumen. But I am gonna actually look at Litecoin as well. Yes, it is impossible to add funds through Cash App now. Why is that, Tommy? Did they stop that now? Oh, it's possible. Okay. No, you're fine. You're fine. Okay. So how does it work? Do you know? Like you create deposit requests in your Hugo's account and then you send them from your Cash App? Is that what you're trying to say? Or oh, okay, cool, cool. Oh, I'm gonna try that for sure. Yeah, I mean, one thing with the Hugos is, I mean, yes, you buy the Bitcoins in Cash App and create a deposit in Hugo's Way. Oh, okay, well, that sounds pretty simple. Well, thank you. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce it right. Chimezi and Tommy. Thank you, guys. That's good info right there. I didn't like close my account with them. I actually have 2. I just withdrew from both and I just transferred to LMFX. They gave me better spread, especially for my bigger account. So for that reason, market cap for cryptos is still small and therefore big. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to read. And therefore, big whales can manipulate it. Ah, okay. Yeah, you're right, Gus. You're definitely right. Gagan said, "What am I hearing and expecting next couple of negative interest rates?" Oh, nice. Yeah, that actually does make sense, Gagan. Thanks for sharing that. That does make sense. What is the name of the broker you're referencing? LMFX. So it's literally, let me type here. It's LMFX. This is the one I have, but they don't have they don't have cryptos. They are actually from Europe. They are from Macedonia. That's where their headquarters is. And I did it on a referral from a good friend, because she has been with them for 3 years, never had any issue. Actually, the wire transfer went in 2 business days, so it was quick. So yeah, so far no issues really. Especially you know, if you get the premium account, like spreads are really nice. But yeah, this would be the LMFX, but they do not offer crypto trading. So that's why I was inquiring about the way you guys do with this Cash App and Hugo's Way now, because I mean Hugo's Way has been updating their payment and processing. When I was with them, I used to do Zelle. So literally, you know, in like 30 minutes from checking account and into, so it was really convenient and fast. So yeah, cool. Some good info. Thank you guys. See, this is why we do this, you know, each one teach one. We can all learn from each other. So great stuff. I'm gonna definitely look into that. Plus, hold on, let me open my LMFX. I know Hugo's also lets you trade about 100 stocks, and I believe those are like the top 100 stocks. Actually, LMFX has few right here. I can do Apple, Amazon, American Express, Cisco, Chevron, Coca-Cola, eBay, Facebook, General Electronics, Google, Goldman Sachs, Hilton, IBM, Intel, MasterCard, McDonald's, Microsoft, Pfizer. Yeah, so actually LMFX has few US stocks and few UK. I do have indices, obviously oil, energy. I do have gas. Obviously, from metals, I have silver and gold. And yeah, then you have forex pairs. I don't have exotics and I don't have cryptos with LMFX. So that's the only thing. And Hugo's Way, I believe, offers everything. Like you can literally trade everything, even exotics and all that good stuff. So, yeah. So if you guys are with them, then yeah, you probably are trading some of those cryptos. All right, cool. Do you guys have any other questions? Any pair that we didn't maybe cover? Oh, okay, let's see this. Is it retracing back up? What is it doing? Okay, we do have alert there. So in case it starts pushing, it will notify me so we can try to enter. What is, okay, this is going back up. All right, and where was EA? Where are you? Okay. Gagan, are you still there?
Yeah, unless I'm here. Yeah.
Hey man, I'm really looking forward to this EG setup, man. Euro GBP.
Actually, I'm very interested in EG, but the only concern is I'm not seeing a good reaction at this levels. I don't know.
I'm looking
I'm a
for.
little afraid.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid of taking a long position here. I think it can really push down a little bit, but you have to have like a 50 or 60 pips stop loss in that case.
So honestly, I'm looking for it to push about 60 pips down, and I'm looking to buy at 83500.
Me too. Exactly same. This is what I'm looking. I actually have my TA ready with me. Let me share it with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking. Gus had question. What's the best recommendation you have for the current Asia session? So right now, we went through all of the pairs. I don't have anything that has set up yet, but let's watch this GA. Okay, I'm gonna share this. Watch this. Maybe we get. So I'm gonna add this so you can kind of have idea. We are looking for either that, or we are looking break, retest, and push up. So watch for that, right? So those are two possible outcomes. I'm gonna put it in the chat here so you guys can watch it. But obviously, if I enter something, guys, I share in the trades alerts. So that was the one that caught my attention. This was in the middle. Yeah, nope. GJ. Okay. Well, GJ also possibility similar, either that, and we will target 141,700. We were in this, and I'm still gonna look to scale back in this once we get some confirmation. So there's that. So I gave you GA. This is GJ. What else? What else? What else?
Hey, Anas, do you have any current positions open or any trade ideas right now?
I think I have something carried over from last week. Let me double check. So I have two buys on AUD and ZD at 1.04130 and 1.04550.
Okay, so yeah, we're in the same boat then.
Oh, you have a buy on that too?
Yeah, I had two buys. For some reason, I closed one. I mean, I'm just taking one position at a time.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't break below 1.0400, I'm gonna hold it.
Yeah, I think my stop loss is 1.0395.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, pretty much, yeah. So yeah, that's the only one I'm holding. I believe that was buy limits that I had, and it got triggered. So yeah, that's it for right now. Let me just give them. But yeah, EG could be a nice setup, man. I'm looking for that reversal on that pair. Been waiting for a while. What is that? Dania. Sorry if I don't pronounce right. I just put Euro AUD. I just put that. Oh, that is AUD and ZD. That is what I have buy. That's a swing trade. So I'm looking for 200 pips from current level, and stop loss is 40 pips. So if you are interested right now, that's a 1 to 5 risk reward. And what else? EG, it's not gonna set up tonight. I know that. Yeah, so those charts that I shared, those are recommendations, guys, but I'm not sure that they will set up tonight.
Yeah,
So,
I was just about to ask you about them. The the one you just put up a couple of more alerts.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just took the screenshot of what I drew, so you can follow it.
okay.
But
Okay.
but I don't. If anything, I think those moves will be made in London, because it's kind of slow Asian session. It really
Right.
hasn't
Yeah.
really been any move. Like usually GA would move by now decently, but this is kind of choppy move, you know.
Right.
Like
I noticed that also about the Asia session.
I mean, this
It's
is where it
slow.
opened. Well, sometimes they're a nice move, but the week just started, so this was opened here. So you see from here, what was that? That was actually candle. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's the one. So he moved only 40 pips in 5.5 hours, you know, for the pair that has daily range of 130 pips, you know what I mean? So it's not nothing really exciting, so just watching it for now. But I mean, we have whole week to trade, so like I mean, you can see from how I look at the market. I don't chase it. I waited for the setup,
You
and
wait for the
then
setups. Yeah.
yeah, and then I just try to take the whole advantage of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Looks good.
yeah. All right, guys. Do you have any other questions? Anyone? Thanks, brother. Thanks. Glad you able to make it. Uh, but yeah, I'll try to stay up for another 2 hours, see if anything sets up. And if not, I'll take a quick nap before the London, and we'll see. We'll try to catch something. You guys are welcome. You guys are welcome. Thank you for joining. I do this for people like you guys, right? The ones who really take from their day, who don't just sit at home, and watch Netflix all day. That is fun, right? Obviously it's fun, it's relaxing, but we all wanna invest some time in a skill that can potentially give us financial freedom, and then we can trade at our will. We can pursue some goals and whatever each one of you have in mind. So that's all it matters. So I will try. uh the thing is, I don't know how many people are awake during that time, so I kind of feel that, like, if only 2 3 people will be on, it's not really good quality. So but I'm gonna, if not that, we will try to have like a maybe pre-New York, just to go over some things, or maybe towards the end of New York to see, because there's few things that you guys will notice, and I cannot overwhelm you with so many things, but there's a lot to learn. So just make sure you tune in. uh Thank you for all the information. You're welcome, Christian. You're welcome. uh that's right, Gus. That's right. 100%. But Dania, if you are up that time and you want me to take a look at anything, just message me on Telegram. It's at Da Vinci K2. Let me make sure that is right here, guys. I don't know if you can see it, but that is my Telegram. Let me make sure that's being shared. Okay, so yeah, you should be able to see it. So yeah, that is Da Vinci K2. So just make sure you know message me. And yeah, but yeah, I try to do this definitely. I mean, it is definitely every week, but I'm gonna yeah that is me. Yeah, so if you see trades, those are my trades. Yeah, that is me. If you see just K2, that is Sean, and Aaron K2, that is Aaron. So they strictly share K2 trades, and I just share, price action and pattern trades, and yeah. So that's why some people get confused, but we do try to clarify that every week, so there is no confusion. But yeah, it is me. Cool. So yeah, if you are up at 3 a.m. and you want me to take a look at something, let me know. But anything that I see that I'm gonna enter, I will share it. So I mean, if I'm gonna profit, why wouldn't you? Because I don't know, like people have different opinions, and some of them are have weird beliefs. Like there's like $6 trillion exchanged every day in forex. So if we gonna end up profiting on the same currency, that doesn't mean that my profit is reduced by you profiting alongside me. That just makes me happy, so it really doesn't make sense. Like, people are, oh, I don't want them to know, I don't, this and that. Like, so there's $6 trillion exchange. So yeah, if we can all grab some of that, why not? We all happy. So that's all it is about. So exactly, exactly, yeah, exactly. Yeah, somebody comes from the hedge fund and invest 1,000 lot in one trade. So, I mean, obviously it's gonna move the market, or probably 100,000 lots because they have billions in accounts. So yeah, no, nobody stealing from anybody if if we all profit. So if somebody tells you something like that, that's funny. There's enough for all of us in forex. There's more than enough. It's just you gotta have patience. Some people don't have it. They wanna make million overnight with like 500 account. It's just you have to be a little bit realistic. It's not doable. You can do crazy things. I have done crazy things. I have turned like $300 in over 2,000 from Monday through Friday. you know it happens. Like sometimes you just win every trade that week. But obviously I over leverage, and that is not recommended. You can do that once you make money. You can do $50 challenge. You can do stuff to have a little fun too, right? And you should have fun trading, right? You should be to the point where you go in, takes you 2 minutes to look at the chart, and you already have idea. If you're spending 10-15 minutes on the chart, then that's not really efficient, right? You are overthinking, and overthinking is as bad as procrastination, right? Because you will see something at first, and you will think, oh yeah, this looks like a buy, and then you start looking over it, and then you just start looking for the reason to keep yourself away from buying it. And that's killing your confidence, and it's just it's not good. You gotta be confident. You have to trust your analysis. And you can see last week, like, I mean, the first 3 trades in a week I lost. So I add them all up, it was, you know, 100 pip loss. But then in one day, grab 160, you know, so, and it was choppy week, so it still was profitable. And on top of that, the trades Sean shared, they were, you know, very profitable ones. So we still ended up in profit. But sometimes I have week, I catch 1,000 pips. You know, it just like all of them running blue. So, you know, you just have to believe in your analysis and stick with it. And that's all it is. I didn't actually, I'm not sure. I didn't cover it, but I believe it's still sell. EJ. Yeah, actually just closed under the intraday support. So, oh damn, I had so many drawings here. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna continue to 119,880. Let's just clear it up a little bit. I do have drawings, but they are old, so let me clear that. Yeah, that was so yeah, it should come back down, but it's like 20 pips more, and then it's gonna hit strong support. But so 119,880 and 119,300 the next two support levels. Gagan. I'm not sure what your TP is.
Well, actually, I'm actually looking for more downward on this one. I think my TP long term is 118.80, which is 119. Of course, it's not going to do that in a day or two, but it might be doing a upward correction as well.
Mm-hmm. So after 119,300, I have 118,400.
Yeah, close to that mark.
Because you see here, this structure. Let me change it to 4 hour because it's better. You see right here, this area. But the thing is, as long as it breaks 119,880, it can go as low as 117,920 because it will be whole new fresh zone. You see right here, it will enter a whole new fresh zone.
Right. Yes.
And it's gonna be bearish zone.
It's actually trading in a channel. If you can draw the channel on the daily, so you will see. I think it's gonna drop to the channel support.
Oh, this channel from the top.
Yeah, let me send you. Let me see if I have it on TradingView.
Wait, are you looking for here, or you did consider this in it? Because it does look like false breakout.
I'm actually sending you on WhatsApp. Just give me a second.
Okay, yeah, let me see. Yeah, no problem. I'm right here.
This actually can be a great buy at 119 if it reaches to that level. Because from there, I'm expecting 500 pips up on this one.
Oh, okay, I see.
Just sent you the snapshot on WhatsApp.
Okay. Oh, okay, that channel. Okay, hold on then. Let me clear this. Okay, I'm gonna leave that. And
So if you see from the bottom, which is 2nd September. So this is doing like an ABC correction, and the C correction had 5 waves, and I'm expecting it to bring 3 waves back, which should bring it to the 38 fib level, 118.81. And if you count the waves, the pips from 30th October high to the low of 11 November, and then it matches exactly with this fib. And that's actually making me more sure that the tomorrow news is gonna be negative for the stock.
Hold on. So it will be. Yeah, I mean, I mean, just the Friday daily is engulfing like week worth of trading, so it definitely should fall further down. I mean, yeah, 119,700 is reasonable first TP.
That's actually the first TP, and then we should see some upward momentum, and then again we should be shorting it till 118 or sorry 119.
Okay, yeah. I mean, as long as it breaks 119,880, I think it will fall pretty good.
Right.
Pretty confident of that.
But yeah, I mean, if you don't want to trade in the middle, so better wait for a buy around 119.
Yep, yeah. Because I did end up closing because it hit my TP at 120. So I closed a little bit before that. I had 2 positions, so I was really happy.
Yes, me too. I close on Friday.
Yeah. But yeah, if this breaks, then yeah, we can look to scale back in it.
Perfect.
I have so many. I'll check later. Telegram, so many messages. Yeah. I mean, just looking at the Friday daily, it's a big bearish pressure in this pair. Open there. Oh, yeah. Close there. Yeah. 72 pips. All right, let me check. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. So let me know if you guys have any questions. If not, we can close it out, and obviously we will have it converted and uploaded on the YouTube channel, so you can watch it again if you would like, and for those who missed it. I don't see any questions. Okay, well, again, I want to thank you guys for joining, for dedicating time to hang out and learn and share also what you know. So I'll actually try to do one tomorrow too. So let's aim for that. I'll try to do one session tomorrow too, so we can kind of go over, how first daily candle closed on pairs, and what we can look for, what is our weekly trading range valid, or do we have breakout on some of the pairs. So kind of just go over the updates and see what we're gonna stick with.
What time, Anas, are you planning to have a session tomorrow?
I'll try to have again 8 or 9 p.m.
Okay,
Yeah, so
it's
in the
great.
evening.
Yeah, I'll try to join.
Cool, awesome. Definitely, that would be cool.
It's a great way of double checking your trades and also get some knowledge from other people in the group.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I also do it too. The more people join, the better it is. You never
Right.
know who and what you can learn from somebody.
Yeah, I mean, second and third opinion always gives you a good insight into the trade.
Yeah, and like a lot of your and mine align, so
Yes.
that's good.
I think we are on the same page on UCAD, on EJ. GA is like a 50-50 for now.
Yeah.
Litecoin, we are on the same page. So yeah, let's
EG,
hope for the best.
Euro GBP too.
Yes, Euro GBP too. And GA, I'm bearish, to be honest. 100 pips down from here.
Yeah, I think so. I'm watching it now. I don't know if you guys can still see the screen, but I would like to see it push a little bit up, but I think it will come back down to test this 1.91400. I really do believe it will. I don't think it will just break immediately into the new zone, It does need a little pullback. Plus, it looks like it's creating double top too.
Maybe we can look at the lower time frames and see what the reaction is right now.
This is on 1 hour right now.
Oh, this is on our now. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I brought it so I can watch it. I usually look for the rejections on 1 hour, 30, sometimes 15.
Yeah, looks like we're making a doji on 1 hour.
Go back to 1 hour. Yeah, it does look like. So I would wait for it to close in like 10 minutes and see if bearish momentum kicks in. So
The 4 hour looks a little bit bullish, but 30-minute and 1 hour started to look that he's losing momentum.
yeah, I mean the 4 hour candle is just a second hour in it. It closes at 1 a.m. So there's enough time for it to show rejection and turnaround.
Yes.
Do you work tonight or you change shift? Huh, Gagan?
I can hear you. I'm not working tonight.
No?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I remember you used to work later, so probably be up to. But yeah, I'm gonna watch for
But
it.
yeah, I'll be up till I guess next 3 hours. And before I go to bed, I'll probably make sure my stop losses and target price are in place.
Okay, yeah, I'll be up definitely two more hours, and I might just get like short nap right before London. So I do wanna see if I
right
can.
now I'm in AN buy and GA short.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's see.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for joining again. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
I
thank
don't
you so
see
much,
any.
everyone. Thank you, Ernest. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye. Take care.
All right, guys. Everybody. Again, thank you, and get some rest. We will chat in the Telegram, and if you have any questions, reach out. I definitely pay attention who joins those webinars, so I make sure I answer to you guys, because if you invest your time, I will invest my time in you too. I have like a lot of messages, but a lot of people message me, they never even joined the session. So I had to tell them, you should start investing a little more time, because all the things they inbox me about, we go over all of that. Anyway, No problem. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. So I'll see you. And we gonna do another one tomorrow night. Okay, probably same time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So I will, post the announcement in Trades Alert. So you're welcome. Have a good night, everyone, and get some rest. See y'all tomorrow.